Well, hello and welcome to the house of Valentina. The house right now smells like quiche and chocolate croissants, and it's full of light and warmth, and to us, this is what home is all about. So welcome to our home. I'm Valentina. This is my husband, Jack. It's like my happiest moment.
I know.
This is what I
perfection.
love. The fire's going and the candles are lit and the lights are on, and it feels like the holidays.
I know. I absolutely love it.
So we are so excited. I'm so excited. I cannot stand it. I cannot wait to give you a tour of this room. We have been waiting for months for everything to arrive, and then it was so close to the holidays that we were like, well, let's just deck it out for the holidays and give everybody a full tour. So we're gonna give you a tour of our family room, which we have just made over. I know you guys have been dying to know where these sofas are from. You've been dying to know where the Christmas tree is from. And we are going to share all the deets with you today so that you guys can shop it, you can check it out. I hope that you'll take away some really great tips, some easy styling hacks that you can use in your own home today that won't cost you anything. You just grab some of the things that you already have. So we're just gonna take you around the room, share with you. There's a few things that haven't quite arrived for this space.
Yeah.
That's just life, and we're not gonna let it damper our holiday spirit at all, but we'll kind of share with you as we go along what we've got going on and what we're waiting for and what we've kind of done.
I know. I absolutely love this space. We have more tours just like this coming up. We still have our bedroom, which, oh my gosh, mind blowing. Cannot wait to share it. So make sure you hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and let us know today what is your favorite part of this room. And again, everything that we talk about is shoppable down below.
You like that part, don't you?
I do, because people always ask, where is it? Where is it? How do I find it? So I'm telling you, it's down below.
Oh,
so
down in the show notes. And I'm sure that we will make a PDF.
Of course.
We'll make you a PDF if you guys are enjoying that. Let us know as well if you're enjoying that, so we know to keep doing them. If you don't find it useful, we'll just stop. So without further ado, welcome to our Scandi Parisian-inspired living room tour for the holidays.
This room is actually one of the reasons we fell in love with this house, because of these windows. We love natural light. But when we moved in, this home was anything but Scandinavian and anything but modern.
I actually really liked the beige color that was on the walls when we first moved in. The people who lived before, their furnishings were not really our style, but the color wasn't the worst. And I've even been tempted recently. I'm like, oh, I could go back to that color. It's just that it hadn't been painted in like 20 years, and so it just felt really dingy. And if you remember, the fireplace used to be white. Can you even believe that?
Transformation has been dramatic, and I love it. But it's so key because this is the heart of the house. Every single hallway, everything, every traffic pattern leads through this room. So this is vital.
Essentially a big hallway.
With furniture in it.
Yes. When I started designing this space, I really thought through the holidays, because we love to entertain year round, but especially at the holidays. That's, for us moving back home to Atlanta, that's one of the main reasons that we made this big move. We wanted to be home with our families for the holiday, and we were just missing everybody, and we wanted a big space where everybody could come and where they could sit and they could be we thought of Christmas, to be perfectly honest. And the rest of the year, it's like, yes, we'll use it for other things, but this room is all about Christmas to us. So let me take you around this space. Maybe we can move over here and I'll show you some of the different things that we've done, and let me walk you through all the different spaces, because then I can give you more details about why and how and all that fun stuff.
So many fun
styling
things to
hacks.
share.
You guys love those styling hacks, right? I hope so.
And there's so many fun things to share.
I know there are. Okay, let's start over here.
Okay.
almost out of peppermint mocha. Do you think you can give me a little top off?
Yes. And since you have a whole room to tour, yes, you need more coffee.
I know, I've been enjoying these peppermint mochas. You're doing such a good job. We're gonna have to maybe on one of the Fridays with V, have him show you how he's been making these peppermint mochas. I don't know what you're doing, but it is so good.
I put my finger in the end for sweetness.
Oh. Oh God. Thanks, Jack. Isn't he just the absolute best? I love it. So this little area of our home has gone through a couple transitions. When we first moved in, we had absolutely no furniture. Quite honestly, we honestly had absolutely no money. A lot of what we had was a few leftover pieces that we could actually bring home from Europe. We brought home a 6-foot container, and that was all the belongings that we had. So in the beginning, this room had a lot of furniture that our family had given us. Some of my clients, a lot of times, they knew we had just moved back, and so they were like, hey, I've got extra furniture, you want this? And I'm like, absolutely, we need something to sit on. So it's kind of fun to see how this has kind of transitioned. But about 2 years ago, I think that's when we bought these cabinets from IKEA. So it's funny because I wasn't planning on leaving this here, but they've ended up working really well, and they were super affordable, and they hide all of our junk because, yeah, I'm totally opening that. This is all games. We are a family first. But above and beyond anything else that will ever happen within these walls, being a family and being together and being cozy is the most important thing to us. So I like having a piece like this that I can just put stuff away, and I don't have to look at the games. I think closed storage is an unsung hero. Well, because these were here, we needed something that would really captivate that sort of height that we have in this 2-story room. So these were actually sent to us from DESENIO, and they have great art. And what I love is that we've taken, well, there's 2 prints actually, and we've created a whole wall out of those 2 prints. Now I've added in the sconces. They're black and metal, and it kind of gives it that little modern feel. And then if you guys watched, my husband spoiled me getting me this spiky base, and I love those things so much, and I love to move things around and restyle spaces and create little stories and little moments. And so this little baby I just take it around the house, and right now it's here. I've got this really cool little polished nickel kind of planter, and we brought in a little bit of cedar for the holidays. I got this really cool little sculptural, it's actually a vase. Isn't that really, really neat? And I love that sort of texture that it has on it. I love pieces like this because they help the space to feel more artistic, and I don't know what it is about it, but I just love it. Back here, I also have the George Jensen little candle holders, and I don't know if I've ever loved a candle holder more than these. If you don't own them already, you just need to check them out because I'm gonna very carefully show you. It's a candlestick on the top, and it's a tea light holder on the bottom. And so I use them constantly. I love fashion. I love to look at it. I feel so inspired by it. So I have Karina Roitfeldt's book, Irreverent. I've got Vanity Fair, 100 Years. I've got Manolo Blahnik. And then these little ornaments, it's so fun because they're actually candles, and we do actually burn them, and they just smell so good. Just opening it, I'm like, oh, that smells so good. I've got another one burning in the room, and I'll show it to you in a minute. But we kind of swap out, and just nice to mix up the fragrances. But right now, everything is this sort of pine, cedar, just that really festive feel. Then back here, I've actually brought in a big planter from the garden and given us another little cypress. My husband's allergic to pine, so I found that I can do cypress, and he is not allergic to that. So you'll see that throughout the house that I do a lot of faux and I do a lot of the cypress because that's what, it is nice when he's not sneezing and having an allergic reaction on Christmas Day. So yeah, now, I don't know where he is. He's still working on that. Are you still working on those coffees?
Yeah.
Are you gonna come back?
I don't make any noise.
Okay, you're allowed to make noise. I'm gonna show you guys the art wall that's back here, and hopefully he'll be back by then. Okay, let's go. really is a true center of our home. So we've got the stairs that lead up to the kids' floor. It really is their floor. It's just their bedrooms up there. And when we first moved in, of course, everything was white and we had the wood railing, and I just randomly on one day I was like, I think I'm gonna paint it black. I think I'm gonna paint it black. And I was like, Jack, I'm just gonna do it. And then one day he came home and I just painted the whole thing black. So it's actually 2 colors. The handrail is Space Black by Behr, and then the wall itself is Hematite by Behr. So I've got a couple colors. I like to play with tones in the space and really kind of mix them up. We just got this artwork from DESENIO. I actually need to come back and patch a couple little holes. You guys pretend you don't see it, okay? But it's driving me crazy to have this wall and for it to not have something permanent on it. I've tried like 900 different iterations on this space, and I love the art wall. So you guys let me know if you've been watching the channel for a while, if you love this version. I love that it has, I mean, it's a girl in a suit playing chess. I'm like, oh, that's so me, I love it. And I've taken a lot of their pieces that have that sort of French, kind of Scandi, that little atelier kind of feeling, and I've put a lot of those pieces in here, but I've mixed it also with something that's just really warm. I love those columns. I love that feeling of the warmth of Europe, but it's still modern. And I have my own art pieces up here. I love to play with photography. I really take a lot of joy in taking photos, and so I do have some architectural pieces. I have one of my own abstracts down here. I've got this really great faux tree. This was such a find. I found that at Target. I can't believe it. This is from the Studio McGee collection at Target. And then up above, I've got the greenery that's coming down, and that is actually from Terrain, but I also had grabbed the one from Target, and it's very similar to that, and it was beautiful as well. So I'll leave links to everything here. Down here, I've got this incredible bench, which Article sent us. I've actually got 2 of these benches in my house. I love them so much. And they were like, hey, if you know, we'll send you the sofas. And I was like, can you throw in another one of those benches? Because I'm constantly moving it around the house, and it'd be awesome to have another one. So this is the Level Bella in black leather, and we just love this piece. It's really convenient for us because I love to be able to just throw a blanket here because I'm always cold and I love to have blankets just sitting around. It gives a really cozy vibe. Over here, I've got the console table, which is actually from IKEA. And this room, it just kind of perplexed me for a little while because it's a little weird that you literally walk in the front door and you're in the living room. So what I did is I kind of created my own little entry right here, and I gave us the bench and I gave us the console. And this has really been life altering. My husband typically will leave his coffee sitting here, and the reason why is because right here I've got a little box, and that's where he's able to throw his wallet and his keys, and it's all in there. And we actually use this constantly. It's an everyday use kind of thing. This room is one of those that we really, really use. So I've also got some pretty things because I like to make every day feel beautiful, and I have a thing with books. I cannot help myself. I cannot help myself. I love books so much, and so I'm always displaying them. This is Mert Atlas and Marcos Pigott. Jack found me this one. He knows I like things that are a little bit, he knows that I like things that are a little bit irreverent. So I'm not sure that all of this is gonna be YouTube friendly, to be perfectly honest. It's not appropriate. Okay, we'll just not include that section. But I have an appreciation for nudes. I love editorial photography, and so you'll see that I have a lot of books out like that. Down below, I've got some really great books like the Interior Design Handbook. This was done by a Scandinavian girl, and I was really curious to see what they talked about, and I really, really love it. I've got Kinfolk, I've got Home. This is my Danish magazine. This is one of my guilty pleasures in all of life. You can actually subscribe to these Danish magazines and have them sent anywhere in the world. I mean, at least I think you can have it sent anywhere in the world. They have international shipping, and this is my connection back to Scandinavian design. I love being able to see what's coming out and what's going to be new. So yes, these are when a lot of my friends are like, why do you have so many magazines in your house? And I'm like, because they're like books and they're like friends. So then I've also got The White Company. I love this book. It's beautiful. If you really want something that's cozy and inspiring and pale and lovely, that's it. I've also got Valentino here. And of course, Valentino is, you guys probably realize by now that I absolutely love Valentino and I love their editorials and I love this book. And it's my little pop of like red and pink in my house because there's not a whole lot left in here that actually has too much color in it. Let me take you over here. Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
It's like you time these things or something. Oh.
Yeah.
It looks like it has marshmallows floating in it.
I know
Can you
it
guys
does.
see that?
And it smells so good.
Wow, I'm on 2 coffees. Ooh. I'm gonna be like totally
Second half of this
energized.
is gonna be really fast.
I know, we're gonna be talking really, really fast while we have lots of coffee. So this is, I think, the true center of our home. This
Yeah.
fireplace is literally the center of the house. It's the center of the home. It's the center of warmth. There's something about a fire going. It really is just so human, I think, to love to have fire and warmth, and it just brings such coziness into the space.
Oh, totally. And Christmas Day, this is where everything happens.
It is. It really is.
Christmas morning even. The presents are over.
Absolutely.
Like kids are, oh my gosh, I love this space.
Yeah, this year we played with a new configuration because we had this incredible tree from Balsam Hill. We went big.
Yeah, we literally big. Like,
We went so big.
I honestly think it's the largest tree we've ever owned.
Without a doubt, it's a 9-foot tree, but it is massive. So you really need a big space to put a tree like that. And in the past years, we just had something kind of skinny sitting over here, and it kind of competed with the fireplace. And I didn't like the way that the greenery was kind of attached to each other.
Yeah.
I didn't love it, but I couldn't figure out what else to do. So we were waiting on the sofas, which I'll show you in just
Oh
a
my
second.
gosh, amazing.
We were waiting on those, and I was like, hey, what if we just like rethink the way that we've got this room set up?
Yeah.
Why not just reestablish a different kind of floor plan? So we decided to do the 2 sofas facing each other, which gave us the ability to put the tree back behind here, and then keep that center point being the fireplace.
And you painted it that color.
I did. So it really does draw your attention. Whether you want to see it or not, your eye is immediately going to go here. Everyone's like, where are the rest of the stockings? And I'm like, you let me know if you find the answer to that, okay?
What you should say is, well, as a designer, you're only supposed to put 2/5 of everything up.
There's some really subtle black hangers that are covered by that greenery. I ordered that actually off of Amazon. Can you believe that?
Which one?
The garland.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's off Amazon.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it looks so real. It looks.
It even feels real. Like
So
it actually
real.
like it, you can feel it. It feels.
Yeah, they did such a good job
Yeah.
on it. It keeps selling out though. So I'll leave links to alternatives for stuff if it's sold out. One of your favorite things in the room is the thing that we saved some serious money on, which is the bar cart.
Oh my gosh. My favorite part. I love this.
What is it?
And we actually did a video on it a few weeks ago. So if you haven't seen that yet, look down below and you'll see a link where
Yes.
she showed you like her surprising me with it and styling it up.
Yeah, well, that's a good point because then we showed how we styled it up and we haven't changed a single thing.
Not a single thing.
Which is really rare for me. I didn't
It is
change
rare.
anything. I've been really enjoying having that French. That's a picture that I took in the Louvre, and the other one is actually just the picture that came with the frame.
Is it really?
It's just waiting for me to do something amazing.
Oh, I love it. He's just looking
He is
at
like,
us.
please hold me. Oh, look at
Don't pick him up though, you're wearing black.
I can't help it. He's like asking to be held. Okay, you're just gonna make me all dirty. He thinks that he's not a lap dog, he's a purse dog. He's like, I think you're supposed to hold me all the
Like
time.
an arm dog.
Yes. Well, anyways, moving kind of through the room, we ordered these incredible black chairs. I love black
these chairs.
boucle. They're so comfortable.
They're actually incredibly comfortable, and you just feel cool, like unbelievably cool sitting in them.
Yeah. Article has just sent us these incredible sofas.
When we saw these,
I went bananas.
I remember the first day you found them, and it was just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then Article was so gracious to send them. But
Yes.
And you guys keep asking about them.
Yes.
Every time
So
we give a glimpse.
Let's tell them. This is the Abisco. It's in the quartz white.
Yeah.
Louis getting really heavy. Why don't we sit down for a minute and I'm gonna
Okay.
take him to Landon.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Well, my arms are actually getting really tired. He's a lot heavier than he thinks he is.
I know.
Well, now we're sitting down on these incredible sofas and we cannot recommend them enough to you guys. They really are stunning. Now, I do have to share this. I want to share with you some of the stuff that you guys are always asking me about. I love to restyle my coffee table. I love that this is like a mini art moment and I can just change things up all the time. So you'll always see that Pottery Barn vase. It moves around the house and I actually have 2 of them because I love them that much. Okay, so that's the, so what was that one?
So this candle is cypress and pine.
Okay, there you go, cypress and pine.
Which is awesome.
You love that, don't you?
Absolutely love that.
Okay, so then we've also got it loaded up with books. Tom Ford. First of all, the black one is amazing, but now.
Someone is a Daniel Craig fan. I'm not saying who.
I'm a James Bond fan, okay? So just keep the bond alive, all right? So Jack, for my birthday, had this ordered. You pre-ordered it.
So it would arrive the day it shipped, like the day it was published, which is awesome.
I'm just telling you right now. You want such big brownie points for that. Thank you. Oh my gosh. So it arrived the day it came out. This is the Tom Ford, the new 002 edition. And
Enough said.
I thought, I should have something more festive. There's some more festive stuff back here, like this. And I'm like, absolutely not. It's probably gonna always just stay like this.
It's great. It's a great photo. I love it. Great look.
I love it, and it really just sets that sort of like chic feeling in here. And I think that's what is great, is that a family home doesn't have to only be things that it's like, it doesn't have to only be for kids. It can be your personality too.
What I love about the space is that we actually use it. It's not just for Christmas. Even just the other day, I walk in and she's sitting here in her pajamas on a Sunday morning and looked gorgeous.
Aww.
And gorgeous.
He's always like, let me take your photo. And I'm like, okay.
I know, which may be why I keep buying her PJs, because she loves to wear them. But you're sitting here with your new pajamas. It's Sunday morning. It's quiet. There's some music, lo-fi. I think lo-fi was playing in the background or
Lo-fi
something.
Christmas.
And then you're sitting here drinking coffee and we're looking at books together. Like, life happens in this room.
Yeah,
and
you're gonna make me
love
so like
this.
you're gonna make me so teary-eyed. I mean, this for us, this is the idea of home. It's us being allowed to be ourselves in our space.
Yeah.
And I think that that's really important. That it's not just something for a photo. This is the life that we're living, and I think that that's so important. That's why I always have the blankets out, because I'm always cold, and we've got some that are just kind of thrown down. We've got that knobby one that I got from Target. Look at these beautiful velvet cushions. These are from
amazing.
Burke Home, and they are really soft. They look really chic, but ultimately they're also really soft and really comfy and cozy to sit with.
Yeah.
I've got one of my favorite blankets that I bought. This was one of my first purchases, one of my first splurges when we lived in Scandinavia, and it's a wool blanket, and I just loved that little chevron pattern, and I just love to surround myself with things that when I see them, I just have that reaction to them.
Yeah.
So it's like going back to the tree. We found this gorgeous tree that looked just like the trees that we bought in Europe. Balsam Hill did send this to us. And the reason why is because we told them this looks just like our trees in Europe. We have to have this tree. So they sent us that, and we filled it with beautiful ornaments that are simple, and it just feeds my soul to have these sort of simple, minimal things that also just, when they come together, they create this feeling in a space. These are actually just little plastic ornaments. I think I bought them off Amazon last year.
They look amazing.
They're in this little chic bowl. We've got, right behind the camera at the moment is the chairs that I bought, and they have the caning on them. I had these little pillows custom made by Burke Home because I wanted to have a black lumbar pillow, and so she custom made these for me for this size. And I just wanted those to be sitting in that cane because it's like the cane and then the velvet and then the linen and the wood and then there's wool and there's marble. And I just think that I only put things in my home that when I see them, I'm just like, right? I'm just like, I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this, I have to have this, I love it. And I think that when you fill your home with things like that, I'm gonna set this down, praises and armrest for the rest of this thing. But I think when you fill your home with things that you love, you create a feeling of warmth, and there's a feeling of you. Gosh, we haven't even mentioned that rug too, which everybody always asks about.
I know.
It's the most inexpensive rug.
It's gonna be the longest shopping list.
Because
there's a lot in this room.
There's a lot in this room. There's gonna be a couple pages on that PDF.
Yeah.
But the rug in here, I wanted something that the dog could pee on, to be perfectly honest. He was a puppy, and we knew that accidents were going to happen. And so it's not perfect. I bought it off of Rugs USA, and it's perfect because we can just scrub it, and it's imperfect. And we've already had a spill on these sofas. It's come out. People ask us that all the time. Like, we live in this space.
Yeah,
like truly live. And that's what we wanted. We wanted a place where we could celebrate, we could live every day, and it would be something special.
I know.
So,
you're so sweet.
I love you.
I love you too. You did such a good job.
I'm getting all like sappy. Let's pretend to drink coffee.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
I just think that life is so short, and so these are the moments that really matter. This is the things that you'll remember the most, is this backdrop that you've created for your holiday moments, the living moments, the way that you feel when you wake up in the morning. And this is just stacks of books, stacks of things that I love, and you can translate this to any style. You really can. It's not, whether you have a country style or you have maybe something really organic, or you have something ultra modern, you can translate these ideas so easily into whatever style you have and whatever home you have. So fill your home with the things that you love, and you will always find your way home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Drop the mic.
Thank you guys so much for stopping in and joining us. We are very delighted to be able to invite you into our home for the holidays. We hope that you've enjoyed it and found some fun, great tips and tricks that you'll be able to use with whatever you have on hand. And if you're interested in shopping, my husband always makes sure to add.
Because I want to make sure everyone knows, you can just look down below in the show notes area, and you'll see all the links for everything you want. Plus, we'll have a PDF ready, so you can literally click on everything and say, oh my gosh, gotta have that chair, or I gotta have that book, or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's fun because it's a time when you're shopping. So we hope that you'll find maybe a little something if you are out shopping for things. But otherwise, we just hope that you've enjoyed, and we love having you in our home, and it means a lot to us.
Totally.
You guys are our family, and we're happy to have our family at home with us for the holidays. So cheers, you guys. We wish you a wonderful day, happy holidays, and stay tuned. Hit subscribe because
we have more of these coming.
The bedroom, and we haven't even shared the office yet.
Yeah, and I'm telling you guys, the bedroom is...
It's gonna blow your mind.
It's gonna blow your mind.
It is.
It
really
blew
is.
mine, and I knew what was coming. I was like, oh.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
All right, do your clink thing.
Ah, there we go.
Do you feel better now?
Every time a cup clinks, an angel gets its wings.
That's not the thing. Landon, there was literally just a squirrel sitting on the window looking at us like, hi!
He had both little claws up on the window like, hey guys.
What you guys doing in here?
I was like, come on in. And she's like, no.
No! No squirrels near the house! He needs to go
birds.
The big fat one is just like
Taking a bath.
the water is just going everywhere.
Do you have it on camera?
No, unfortunately.
Clink. Another angel got his wings. Girls always smell better than guys. I feel like you got
That
the ball
is
into the
so
deal
true.
on this one.
That is so true.
Thinking in all these years of marriage, you've never kissed me. Said, God, you smell good.
Ahem.
Yay!
Tell me that you love me.
Love you.
And what about you, mister? What? Hi. I need a kiss from you as well.
Oh my God, you're so pretty.
I
You
love
look
you.
just like me.
Actually, she looks just like both of us.
I know she does.